Here are 4 ways to get more motivated. Listen, I know how it feels. I've been in your position where I clicked on a video just like this one and I hope to get more motivated to get further in the things that I want to do. And let me tell you, that is not really working for you, is it? I can give you a lot of info, but there is a massive disclaimer. The disclaimer is, when you listen to this video, don't only use motivation. Only relying on motivation will cause you to not be motivated and also not finish your task. So what I recommend you do, and this is a really important tip of mine, is to also get more discipline. If you get disciplined and you can use motivation as a booster, then motivation is a leverage. Otherwise, motivation will only pull you down. So think about that one before further with this video. Anyway, I'm not the type of YouTuber that will waste your time within 5 minutes with a t-shirt advertisement or anything, or 5-minute BS. I'm here to spill the real deal, so let's go on with the video. First off, start filling up the pool with your dopamine. What do I mean with this? You have a dopamine level, and the dopamine level, you can see it as a straight line. And what will happen when you use the dopamine will go up and then it will go down. You've probably felt something like that. When you were gaming, after the gaming you feel worse. When you were on vacation, after the vacation you felt worse. That's because you're using the dopamine in your pool, but you're not replenishing that dopamine. So how to replenish your dopamine? Listen, we can fix it. And the way to fix this is really easy and really simple, and that is stop indulging as much in the instant gratification. So let's talk about instant gratification. That's the instant of a gratification, means basically that you're getting gratification instantly instead of first putting in the work. So I would always delay instant gratification. How to do this? Put in the work. Don't do the easy things first, do the hard things first. That way you will always delay instant gratification, and at least try to. So listen, quite frankly, your dopamine levels, they suck.
Why?
Well, you've already emptied the pool. You still watch a lot of porn, a lot of anime, you scroll through annotate motivational content, using up your dopamine, and your dopamine is rock bottom, which also means your motivation is rock bottom. But we can fix that. How? Stop by watching so much anime, stop watching those Andrew Tate shorts. Listen, I know where you've been. I know how you feel watching anime, watching the Andrew Tate shorts, thinking they work, but quite frankly they never worked for me because I had 15 seconds of motivation and then my motivation was gone. I know the same happens to you, so that's why I'm telling you, stop indulging in them as much. And what I would recommend is to either put a timer on those apps where you watch anime or Andrew Tate shorts, or just completely delete the apps at all. Except for porn. If you watch porn, quite frankly I don't respect you, because you're literally releasing your manlyhood on a woman that doesn't even acknowledge you. That's first of all. The second of all, porn is super damaging for you. So stop watching that. If you really want motivation, stop watching porn, because that's gonna give you a big dopamine hit, big dopamine trough as we call it. So it goes below baseline, empties the pool, which means you have no more motivation left, no more dopamine left. It will just leave you worse. So stop watching porn. Listen, either you stay undisciplined, stay unmotivated, or you become motivated by doing these actionable steps and you start becoming more disciplined, which means you actually start feeling a lot of gratification and a lot more happiness. Alright, let's go on to tip number 2. Tip number 2, don't focus on the end goal. Focus on the progress. Why do I say this? A lot of people focus on the end goal. Yeah, I want $1 million. I want $1 million of this. I want $1 million of that. But they don't focus on the progress. They don't focus on the journey. The journey is super, and I mean super important. If you focus on the journey and you can get a lot of gratification out of that, be proud of yourself. The end goal will feel way better, will be way higher than you expected it to be, and your motivation will be there. Because when you focus on the small steps, on the baby steps, the big steps become even better, but the baby steps will give you that motivation to boost your discipline. What I mean with this, and that you really need to get in your head, start focusing on the journey. The end goal needs to only be the picture where you wanna be, but the journey has to be the steps towards it, and you need to have a clear goal of that as well. So here's an actionable step. Make a chart with steps. I would recommend doing this on paper. Put the steps down that you need to achieve your goal, and when you have done that, post it on your wall where you can see it every day, so you can make those baby steps and check them off once you've done them. Step number 3, know your why. So let me ask you a question. Why do you want to achieve your goal? Do you really know why? Or are you just saying a why that you're not even sure about? I had this question for myself a long while. Why do I want to become a big YouTuber? Why do I want the money? If you can find out the why, and this is really important to understand for you, if you find out why you want to do something, an emotional attachment will become present, and what will also happen is you have a reason to do something, and having a reason to do something will always motivate you more. So if you want true motivation out of your goals and you want to be motivated to get up out of bed and pursue for your goals, know why you're gonna do something. This one is super important. So I'm gonna ask you a question. You can put them down in the comments. Quite frankly, I don't really read the comments, but you can put them down there so people can answer. Why are you doing the certain things that you're doing? Because that will truly boost your motivation. And step number 4, take the first step, man. Come on, take that leap of faith. Go for it. Because quite frankly, most of you that I'm talking to right now, you haven't even started yet, have you? You haven't started that business yet. You haven't made that first video yet, right? Why? Take that first step. Because the only way to become more motivated, and this comes from me by the way, I know where you've been. When I made my first video, I got the boost of motivation that I needed, but I waited too long. I could have gone way further with YouTube if I started earlier. I didn't take the first step because I thought I needed motivation for that. But quite frankly, what you really need is the discipline. Take that first step, go for it. I don't care what time it is, I want you to do that certain thing that you truly want to do and you can do, I know you can, in the first 24 hours after watching this video. Do it, take the first step. That will boost your motivation, boost your discipline. Be proud of yourself as well. So this is a extra tip to be more motivated. Be proud of yourself throughout the journey. You can celebrate. You can celebrate for others, but also celebrate for yourself when you do something good, because that will boost your motivation. I promise you that much. Also, what really helps is going to the gym, because when you have a good body, you're already way more disciplined, which means motivation comes to you easier. And also take power out of the negative and the positive. I've already talked about this in another video. Will pop up right there. And these are basically the easy steps towards motivation. Take these steps. Become more motivated. Work hard every day. Be proud of yourself every day. And I will see you in the next video.